Beloved, welcome to episode 7 of the Frequency of Truth. By now, if you've been walking with this arc sincerely, you may have noticed something quietly shifting, not just inside you, but around you. Truth has a way of reorganizing relationships. Not because you become harsh, not because you become distant, not because you stop loving, but because when you live in alignment, you stop contorting yourself to maintain connection. So before we begin, take a breath. Let your heart soften. This episode is not about blame or loss. It's about honesty, maturity, and coherence. Section 1. Why truth affects relationships so deeply. Relationships form around who we are being at the time we meet. When we begin living in truth, your way of being changes. And when that happens, dynamics shift, roles dissolve, expectations surface, unspoken agreements come into view. Truth does not ruin relationships. Truth reveals what they were built upon. Some relationships were built on authenticity, others were built on accommodation, survival, or shared avoidance. Truth makes these foundations visible. Section 2. The pain of outgrowing old dynamics. One of the most difficult aspects of alignment is this. You can love somebody deeply and still no longer be able to meet them where you used to. Outgrowing a dynamic does not mean rejecting the person. It means you can no longer abandon yourself to preserve connection. This can bring grief, guilt, confusion, fear of abandonment, fear of being misunderstood. But here is the deeper truth. Connection that requires self-betrayal is not intimacy. Truth does not ask you to leave people behind. It asks you to stop leaving yourself behind. Section 3. What aligned relationships feel like. When truth is present in a relationship, you will notice less performance, less emotional management, more ease, more honesty, more spaciousness, clearer boundaries, mutual respect for sovereignty. Aligned relationships allow differences without threat, honesty without punishment, space without abandonment, closeness without fusion. Truth does not eliminate conflict, it changes how conflict is held. Section 4. When relationships fall away. Some relationships cannot survive truth, not because truth is cruel, but because the relationship depended on distortion. This is one of the hardest realizations on the path of alignment. If a relationship requires you to stay small, stay silent, stay agreeable, stay misaligned, stay emotionally available without reciprocity, then truth will eventually disrupt it. This is not punishment, it is recalibration. What falls away makes room for what is coherent. Section 5. Live Practice. Relational Truth Check-In. Beloved, let's pause together. Bring to mind a relationship that feels strained, confusing, or draining. Now ask gently, who do I have to be in this relationship? Notice what rises. Now ask, is that version of me true? Feel your body's response. Truth is not found in the answer. Truth is found in the sensation that follows. Now ask one final question. What would honesty look like here, intentionally and externally? Let whatever arises be enough. Section 6. Supporting relational alignment. Beloved, if this episode touched something tender, if you're navigating changing dynamics, grief, or the courage to relate more honestly, you don't have to do that alone. Inside the Vibrational Sanctuary, I've created guided practices and relational alignment tools to support you in staying grounded, regulated, and self-honoring as relationships evolve. You'll find the link in the show notes. Enter only if it feels supportive. Truth does not isolate, it clarifies who can meet you where you are. Section 7. What remains when truth leads? As truth integrates, relationships will reorganize. Some will deepen, some will soften, some will complete. what remains will be real. In episode 8, we explore the next threshold, how to trust truth when it asks you to stand alone without collapsing into loneliness. For now, be gentle with your heart. You are not losing connection, you are refining it. Welcome deeper into the frequency of truth.